So considering question number 5 that we are given, that was 5.1. Study the diagram, pattern below, complete the table for figure 5 and for figures 4 and 5. So as we can see there, according to these diagrams or the pattern that we are given, that's the figure or the pattern number to say pattern number 1, pattern 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so on. We are given what is building this figure here as the number of matchsticks. The number of what? Matchsticks. To say that's a matchstick, another matchstick, another matchstick, another matchstick. How many are they building up this figure? So if we calculate, this is one. If we count, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, which is this one. So you're going to count also these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, which is this one. So you're going to count also all these here, and we're going to see you are going to get 16. So what is happening, guys? From one figure to another, from one pattern to another, what is actually happening? All right. We said these ones, they are 4, 10, 16. Let's find their difference. 10 minus 4, that's a difference of 6. 16 minus 10, that's a difference of 6. So as you can see, there is a constant difference of 6, which means from one pattern or from the previous pattern to another, we must add a 6. So to obtain what is following here, we must add a 6. So that is the condition that we are simply having. So it's going to be 16 plus 6, which was going to give us a 22. The same thing, to get what is following there, we must add a 6, which is going to give us what? Which is going to give us 28, just like that. So this is how these questions can be given as. And after that, the question is describe the pattern in your own words. As we saw it here, as we can see it, from one pattern to another, we can see that we are adding a 6. To get another one, we get a 6. That's the concept. So we are simply adding, that is, add 6 sticks. They are the number of sticks there. Add 6 sticks to the previous pattern. To the previous pattern. That is the consideration of what we're having. To get whatever that we have for that next pattern, we must add a 6 from what we are seeing. From what we are seeing here. Are we together there, guys? All right. So let's consider another part. Determine the rule of this, or I mean, of the pattern in terms of Tn. All right, it's supposed to be like in terms of n, but we are supposed to write Tn is, but okay, no problem, guys. That is how you're given. So how do you find this? I said to have your Tn, it is equal to whenever there is a constant difference like this, where we have a constant difference, what are we going to do? We know that our formula is Tn is equal to the constant difference times n plus what must be added to give us the term in position. So what is our constant difference? That is the 6 that we have been having before. So this is 6. So to find what must be added, we use any position. So you can use first one, figure 1, that's position, to say for pattern 1, the number in position is 4. So T1 is equal to 4. That is what it means. So you can use that one to find what must be added. If T1 is equal to 4, what does it mean? It means 4 is equal to, remember, T1 position 1. So it's 6 times what? Times 1. In place of n, you substitute 1. Position 1 plus what must be added. So that's 4 is equal to 6 times 1, which is 6, plus what must be added. So let's take the 6 to the other side. That's 4 minus a 6. Remember, the number, the moment it crosses the equal sign, it changes the sign. So 4 minus 6, that's a minus 2. So minus 2 is what must be added. That is what must be added. So therefore, our Tn can be written as what? From this presentation, we can say this Tn they are talking about is equal to what? 6n as we have plus what must be added here is what? It's negative 2. So plus and minus is what? It's a minus. So that is going to give us a negative 2. Just like that. So this is how we're going to have the general rule or the general term. General term. Then 5.4, determine the 10th term. The 10th. From where? From where? Remember this, our general rule can be used to determine anything at any position. At any position. At the 10th position. So it means what is our T10? In place of n, you put a 10 there. So this is 6 times 10 minus 2. So you were simply going to evaluate or to simplify that way, which is going to give us 60 minus 2, 60 minus 2, which is what? Which is 58. So that is what we have. All right. So another part is, take note about this one. They are saying, which term? Take note here. Determine the 10th term. They were given to say is the 10th term. We are told that n is 10, the 10th. Now they're saying which term? They're saying calculate, find the value of n. Find that n, the term. Which term? What is our n of the sequence is equal to 276 when Tn is equal to 76? What is n? Like n is the position, to say which position will give us a 76. So we're going to use that equation. Remember, our Tn is equal to what? 6n minus 2. So this type of equation, you must be very careful. It's different from this that has got 10th, 15th, and this and that. This one, you solve for n. You take this 6n minus 2. You equate it to this one because that is the same Tn. Tn before, it was what? This one. Here we are saying Tn is what? 76. The same Tn, this one that we are seeing, numerically as a numerical value, it is equal to what? 76. That is, you have formed an equation that you are supposed to solve. That's an equation. So let's solve for n. How can we solve for n? We are back to our grade 8 mathematics equations. So go through those equations, guys. Never leave your previous stage. Never leave anything from your previous stage. All those, you need them in as much as you are doing your revisions. All right. So we're going to take the negative 2 to the other side. Remember, as it crosses the equal sign, it changes the sign. So it was going to be 76 plus a 2. Negative, it will be a plus. So 6n is equal to, we add the 2, 76 plus 2, which was going to give us 78. So to find n, that's a product here. So how do you get rid of the 6? You divide by that 6. Divide by 6, divide by 6. So n is equal to 78 divided by 6, which is what? 13. So we're talking about the term there. Which term? That is the 13th term. Just like here what we had to say, determine the 10th term. The 10th term is like, what is on that 10th term? Determine the 10th term. What is on the 10th position. So here they're saying which term is the position, like term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4. This is the condition. So is the what? The 13th is term, position 13. That is our case. Know the question, answer the question. All right. So you're not going to have much, guys, in your tests. Do not even worry about these tests. Like in terms of to say, do not worry that much. Revise, just revise. Go through your basics, go through your formulas, go through your introductions. I did all the introductions and the question pass. But for now, for those who are writing, like you've got few hours to write or maybe just maybe a day to write, go through question papers. All right. I have done a full question paper, which is similar to what you might have in these exams that you're going to write. So make sure that you go through that question paper, go through each and every part, understand how to attempt those typical questions. So that is it, guys. Till we meet again.